Hey guys, welcome to Griffo's Retro Gaming. And today I'm going to be doing my pickups video for the months of June and this month, July. I know there's a week or so to go, but we'll just lob it all in. So, yeah, I've done really well. I've been to a range of different places. I've got a whole variety of different games, in honesty. There's DS, 3DS, Xbox, Xbox 360, PSP. So, yeah, loads to get stuck into. So, without further ado, I shall start now. And the first place I'll start with was Cash Converters in the centre of Hull, which is looking a bit bare these days, but I did get some bargains in there. And the first one for 19 pence was FIFA 15, which goes for about £2, I think. You're getting into later on to the FIFA games there, but yeah, one I needed anyway, so happy with that. I think they start getting more pricey around 16 and 17, and it goes up to FIFA 19, which is about £40. Next up is Quake Wars. And yeah, it has got a CEX sticker on there, but it was a quid. 99p to be precise. All complete. And I thought with it being Quake Wars, it was going to be like a strategy sort of game, but it's not. It is a shooter, a team-based shooter, but it is a shooter. So hopefully it's good. Another 19 pence game is Top Spin 4, and this has got Serena Williams on it, so the only reason I bought it. Nah, I do need it. 3D compatible as well. Behave. So, yeah, Top Spin series is good. I think, what's the other one? Virtua Tennis is probably my favourite out of the lot. There's also Smash Court Tennis as well. I don't know if there's any on the 360 though. I know there is on the PSP. And finally, this I just grabbed. I didn't have a look at. It was just on the counter and it said 99p. And it is the Lego Movie game. Oh, these can be pricey. I think this is about £7, maybe £5. I can't remember. But it's got, you won't see it, but there's a bloody great scratch there. So I'm going to have to maybe take it to CEX, see if they can clean it up and see if we can get that scratch out. But yeah, if not, I've got a case for it and some nice instructions anyway. So it's not a massive tragedy, not for a quid. Okay, next up I'm going to go for my solitary Switch game, which I saw on Hot Deals UK. I think it was £13. And it was off Amazon. It is Saints Row 4 Re-Elected. Absolutely fantastic price. I've only just started it this morning, actually. It looks like it's going to be quite a bit of fun. Nothing in there, obviously, because I've got it in my Switch. Problem is, it's all in German. So, yeah, it plays in English, and you know everything's in English on there. But on the back, it's all in German. I'm not even going to try and speak it. Okay, the next game, which actually plays really well. I was quite surprised. I'll just take the instructions. I'll bring them out a little bit. It is Monopoly for the Game Boy, which I bought off one of the gaming groups on Facebook for, I think altogether it came to about £10. I think boxed from CEX it's 12, so yeah, it's a bit crushed. It's not the best example, but it is boxed, so I'm happy with that. You know, it's not in terrible shape considering how old it is, but yeah, it's not perfect either. But for the price I paid, that if that came from CEX, I'd have had £2 extra on top of, unless I went in store and got it, but just say I got it delivered, that'd make it 14 quid, and it could have come like that anyway. At least it had instructions, and it had the plastic box to go around the cartridge as well. So next up, this is the first game I've ever played, and it's a sad game, but it is Fire Emblem Warriors on the 3DS, and I quite enjoyed it, to be fair. It's a bit like, or this version is a bit like, the one where you fight loads of enemies all at once, Dynasty Warriors. It's a little bit like that, but it's only for the newer 3DS and 2DS consoles, so do bear that in mind. But I got it for £6 off thegamecollection.com. So £6 delivered, still sealed. Bargain. I've got 3 titles to show you from CEX. I didn't have a really good time in CEX in town. I only went to the one. There's 2 in the centre of town. But first game I got was Jewel Quest Expeditions, and this is quite fun, to be fair. It's a puzzle game where you've got to match the jewels up, and you go through a story as well. But it's all in lovely condition. It was £1.50, so I am happy with that. This is brilliant, by the way. If you like your pinball games, this is really, really good. I've enjoyed it so far. It is Gottlieb Pinball Classics. And yeah, like I say, it's fantastic. There's a range of different pinball machines on there. You got to play a few on free play to build credits up to go on to other ones, but it's a lot of fun. It really is. I've enjoyed my time with it. Some of them are quite hard though, because the gap between the flippers is quite big, so it's not as easy as you might think. And finally, I saw this, I just had to get it. It's the collector's edition of Forza Motorsport 2. And what's so special about it? I've got the original one, but this was £4, so you're not spending a fortune. It's got a little box with a slipcase. It comes with a pretty mundane case, to be honest, but the instructions are in beautiful condition. I think... No, there's nothing behind it. And you've got the disc as well. Has it got a... No, it's just got the game disc. Going a soundtrack or anything. But it also comes with a book, which is really, really thick. And it's an in-depth look. I say in-depth as... But I think it's got pretty much every single car that's on the game and a bit about it. You've also got stats and each of the circuits as well. Yeah, it's just a nice little addition. And yeah, for £4, not breaking the bank, are you? So I think I paid £1 for the original one. I'd happily, if I didn't have either, I'd happily pay £3 for that one. So £3 more, I should say. This was £4. So this is the last lot then, which is off my dealer or supplier, Chris Brockwell. Brock the 80s dude, check him out on Instagram. And he goes around the car boot sales, and anything he finds he offers to me for good prices, to be fair. Not as cheap as like a charity shop or anything like that, but certainly cheaper than CEX. So yeah, I grabbed this lot and really happy with it. I can't remember how much I paid though, because it was so long ago. I haven't been to collect for ages, and I'd paid him when he'd picked them up as well. I thought, I can't guarantee when I'll get round, so it's only fair I pay now just for you to secure them. So yeah, it was at a car boot sale, and there was a store which had some PSP games on for £2 each. Now, some of them are cheaper in CEX, and then some are a bit more. So I think overall it evened out, and he had them all there. They were all with instructions. So I said, yeah, get them for me. So £2 each. We've got TMNT, and I think I own this on every single console now. And it's not my favourite, but yeah, all complete. Again, if you're going for a full set, which I hope to on the PSP, I love the console, then yeah, you need to get them all. Then we've got 3 Ben 10 games. I think one of them's £2.50 and the other is £1.50 each. So yeah, it does kind of work out there or thereabouts. So we've got Ben 10 Ultimate Alien Cosmic Destruction. I don't know anything about Ben 10, I'll be honest, and I've got kids. Ben 10 Alien Force Vilgax Attacks. Again, don't know anything about them. And the final one is Protector of the Earth, which is a platinum one, so that must have sold pretty well. And then the final one, which was, I think it's a bit more than £2 in CEX, but it is Sonic Rivals. I need to clean the stickers off, but I've never been on a Rivals game. I know it's not got very good reviews. I think when I was adding them to my collection on Game, I said I think the Metacritic score was around 60, so it wasn't like amazing, but still play it. Okay, so these are, perhaps I'll just say we've got 2 original Xbox and 7 360 games. So I'll go for the original Xbox games first. And these are both in really nice condition. The first game is Sega Soccer Slam. And this, I don't know anything about it, but it looks like it's a cross between wrestling and football. So really intrigued by it. I hope it's as fun as it looks. The characters kind of look like they do on WWE All-Stars, so that gives you some sort of idea. But yeah, looks great fun. Really happy to have that. Next up is a staple for every single Xbox collection, but I didn't have it. It's Grabbed by the Ghoulies. It's a 3D platformer, essentially, with a load of humour in it. A rare classic, Rare being the company that made it. But yeah, it's in beautiful condition. And like I say, pretty much every single collection video you see always has this, but I never had it. Okay, and the 360 games, I've got 6 actually, not 7. But I'll start with UFC Undisputed 2009. Typical UFC game, to be honest. I've played one years ago and it was alright, not too bad, but I'm not a massive fan of UFC, to be honest. Next up is Earth Defense Force 2017. And it says, planet Earth is under attack from alien invaders, and the Earth Defense Force is the only chance for mankind's survival. Face off against giant ants, spiders, robots, and monsters. So, could be fun. I think there's a few of those. I've not played any. Next up is Fight Night Champion with David Hay on the front. This looks fantastic as well. Graphic, no instructions, unfortunately. I don't think it came with any. It's a EA game, so it might have just been that white safety slip that should have been in there. But yeah, I mean, graphically it looks absolutely stunning, so I'll definitely be giving that a go. Next up is Dirt 3, which is rally game, and again it looks absolutely superb. And I could be wrong. It's Codemasters though. I think this was part of the Colin McRae, not Tony McRae like I said in my last video, Colin McRae series. So yeah, if it is, it's because they were really good. As much as I don't like racing, the Colin McRae games on the PlayStation 1 were fantastic. So if it's anything like that, I'm sure I'll enjoy it. Then we've got Def Jam Icon. Don't know anything about this, but it's no instructions either. No, that's advertising. No instructions, unfortunately. But I don't know if it's a a fighter to a one-on-one fighter. I think it is, because some of the other Def Jam games were, but you've got your rap music in there as well. And finally is a game I didn't have, Need for Speed Carbon, but this is the collector's edition. The only difference I can see, because there's no another EA game, because I can't see anything other than a bonus disc which is included. It doesn't say what's on there. There's nothing on the back as well, so it might have come as part of a bigger box, I'm not sure. But yeah, the game is in there as well. And that's my pickups for the month of June and July. And I like to say this because I'm someone that doesn't have a lot of money. A family man, obviously, and, you know, 2 young kids. I just don't have the means to be spending a lot of money on a video game collection. But I just hope that it comes through my videos that you can collect on a budget. You don't need to be spending the sorts of money that you sometimes see on the gaming groups where people are throwing down, you know, hundreds of pounds on one rare game. You know, if you look for the right systems to collect for, you can do it rather cheaply. For the most part, there is always going to be games that are going to be expensive on pretty much every console, pretty much. But yeah, for one example, for me, the Game Boy games, I'm collecting Game Boy. It's not my main focus, but they're very expensive. So I'm going for cartridge only to get around the... Because when you get them boxed, they're awfully expensive. So yeah, if you just get the cartridge, they're a lot cheaper. And yeah, if you do that, then it's a cheaper way of being able to collect for that system. And yeah, I collect 360 because it was the first console. No, it wasn't. It was the second console I bought myself. First one was the GameCube, but I ended up swapping that. I didn't like it as much as the PS2. But the first true one that I felt I bought was the Xbox 360, and I loved it. It's my favourite system, console system, and I love handheld gaming. That's my first passion. But yeah, the 360 is my favourite console, and it's so cheap to collect for. It's slowly going up, but yeah, for the most part, you can pick up games for 50p, £2. And the same with the DS as well. Again, there's expensive games, but you're getting Nintendo games for a lot cheaper than you would on other Nintendo systems. So you're getting some really good Mario games for cheaper than you'd get on the NES or not the NES, they're not overly expensive on there, but the SNES and N64 games especially. So yeah, that's what I do, and that's how I do it. So after rambling for a while, I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, hopefully see you soon with another video. Take care.